Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Today I've got a gun laying right here that I'm mighty proud of. This is my dad's 30-30. He come brought it over here to me. We're gonna run some dogs this afternoon. Something I ain't never really done, but maybe a time or two. And he said, "You're gonna need that 30-30." And he said, "You just need to," he said, "you like him kind of guns." So basically he give me this gun. Now, this may make my brother and my sister mad, I don't know. Sure, hopefully not. But he gave me this rifle. Now he's had this rifle, this is a Winchester 94. He's had this gun all of my life. He bought it, I was born in 81. He bought it sometime back in the 70s, I think. But it has been in a gun safe, has not been out in many years. So I'm going to oil it up. Now I was gonna go over this stock. I'll go ahead and tell you, I got some sticky stuff on my hands. This True Oil, well, I went to do the top, and it's so old, this stuff, I hadn't used it so long, it's gelled up, and see how it's shot. So what I done is I soaked a bunch of this True Oil gun stock stuff into this rag, and I'm gonna go over this gun stock first with this so I can throw this away and I'll throw that in garbage. It's done. So I've just got to clean this up, and then I may shoot it a time or two. I've got 2 boxes of shells that he had, and so I'm gonna go over this with this. Now I ain't no just huge fan of that True Oil, but with this old gun, I didn't want to go to putting experimental stuff on it. And it has got some rust on it. So we're gonna go over. I got this rag soaked pretty good with that stuff in one spot anyway. So we're gonna oil that wood up and all good with that. And then I'm gonna go over the rest of this. I need to cut me a dry part of this off. And we're gonna oil the rest of this up with I need to go wash this sticky stuff off my hands. So I'll be right back, and then we're gonna go over this. I need to get my gun cleaning kit out because we need to go through the barrel. This gun hadn't been fired in a long time. There's nothing wrong with it though, so it just needs a little cleaning. Then we're gonna shoot it a time or two, see where it's hitting, and then we're gonna go run dogs this evening. So hang with us, we got exciting stuff going on. Okay, now I'm gonna use 3-in-1 oil. I have got several different gun oils in there. Outers and stuff like that. That's hops, lubricating oil, high velocity penetration for firearms and stuff. So it ain't a lack of gun oil. I don't know, I just kind of favor old 3-in-1 gun oil. The reason I really like this is it's just, I've had good luck with it over the years. So we're gonna oil these inner working parts, and we're not gonna just load it down. But I want to get in there trigger. I have worked this a time or two. I want to get that slide in there. Okay, we're not going to go overboard with it. Because what I do is when I get the excess on this rag and all here, I'll go over this outside. I'll probably have to put some more on let me just put some on this outside over here where this rust and stuff has got. Oh no, I don't want to I'll wear that rust off. I thought about taking that buffer, but I don't want to do anything too crazy with it. And I hadn't fooled with that True Oil stuff there a whole lot that I put on the stock. So I don't know that I'm a fan of it. I just happen to have it and have had it a while and never really put it on nothing. I thought, well, this would be a good thing to put it on, but I don't know if that was a good idea or not. But it has got some surface rust, nothing bad. But this is an old gun. It ain't meant to be perfect. And I don't even know if I've got a 30 caliber brush in here. plenty long. That will work. All right. So, let me put the top on that. Now, I have got some bore cleaner. We've got hops. That's black powder. I don't want to use that. Nitro solvent. Rusted rifles, shotguns, and whatnot. This old stuff. Now, I keep stuff when I find it. And I don't use no heap of it. Probably don't use near about enough, truth told. But being they surface rust on the outside the barrel, those, oh, I'm gonna stand that right up there. Let me back y'all. I bring the camera in close thinking you can see something I'm doing better, and then sometimes I forget to back it back out when now, this ain't as tight as I'd really like it to be. I don't know, I think this is like a 27 caliber, 270 or something like that. I just ain't got enough. All right, we got a swab on there now. We're gonna brush it out. I'm getting a light where I can see in there. It's not quite as much as I would really like. This, I'm gonna put a patch over that where it's a little tighter. Run it through there. Oh, now we getting somewhere, I bet you. Let's see what we look like now. Oh yeah. It looks good. All right, now my problem when we start going deer hunting with this is that shoot at a running deer, because I have not shot this rifle. So what I have been doing is I've been out here picking out something out yonder, whatever, birdhouse, ant bed, whatever, and throw it up and see how quick I can get my sights on there, just to build some muscle memory of that, because I can take certain rifles that I own, I've got a feel for them, I've been shooting them for years, and it's nothing for me to throw up and hit something moving, because that combination, I don't have to think about it. This is unnatural. I have not shot this gun a whole lot, so it's going to take me a little bit of sitting here just doing this, so that if a deer does come out and he's moving, that I ain't just shooting in that direction, that I can actually, you know, aim at what I'm shooting at. So that's going to be key on that. I'm going to put this stuff back. Now, I've got 2 boxes of shell. Is all we've got. These was in the safe whenever we had the fire over there at the cabin many years ago. 30-30s, I think that's 170 grain, and that may be what I shoot, but I like these core lock bullets. Yeah, 150 grain. So, anyway, tell you what, let's load it up and go shoot around. I'm gonna shoot these Hornady. 170 grain, give me some more penetration, heavier bullet, it'll kick harder. We ain't gonna put, we'll put 3 in it. That's just a round, sort of a flat tip. All right, let's go back here and shoot it. Okay, I got a feed sack up here, and this is the table, and I got that target, same one you've seen me shoot the muzzle loader at. So I'm gonna take my time because I'm trying to see where the rifle is hitting. Iron sights shouldn't have to move it. I just need to know where it's hitting. I'm not gonna try to like sight it in unless it's like bad off. Because I got two different grade bullets. The other one's gonna hit a little different than this one, obviously. So let's take a shot. There's several holes in there. I have a Sharpie where I've circled every hole in there. It's like 6 or 8 holes in there. So I'll be able to find it provided I hit the paper. Hopefully I hit the paper. So anyway, I didn't realize y'all seeing part of the top of my head. So all right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna lay that pointed yonder way, save our brass, we reload everything. I've got dies. I don't think I have bullets for it. Let's go down there and see where we hit. Well, y'all, at 50 yards, this is the first hole right here. Now, I'm gonna shoot it 3 times before I do anything. If it continues to shoot right there, this is a little heavier bullet, I might raise it 1 click because I'd rather it be just a tad high than I had low. And at 50 yards, that's 3 inches low at least. But still, not terrible. I ain't gonna chamber it. Let's go look. All right, y'all, for me in open sights, that ain't bad. I know you can't hardly tell right off, but I can see where I drew a ring around that bullet hole. There's another bullet hole right there. So I'm gonna recircle these other bullet holes just so there's a defined line. There ain't no question because I'm fixing to move it just a little bit up. I would really like for it to hit right in that orange at 50 yards. At 100, I don't know. And with this rifle, I know when you've got a scope and your trajectory's off, them bullets cross, and then it falls back in there. But with this rifle, I hadn't fooled with enough to know right where that happens off the top of my head. Yeah, I can sit down with it and figure it out. Anyway, let's go shoot it another time. Now with this is always a tricky deal. A little bit goes a long way. All right, we raised it up 1 click, and I know everybody likes this. I like that too. I like it ejecting out the top because I'm left-handed and I shoot off, so it ain't throwing it in my arm over here every time. It shoots it up. If I was right-handed, it might be important to me, but being left-handed, it don't make me no difference. All right, let's shoot it one more time. All right, we clear. There ain't no ammo in it. Pick my brace up. I'm gonna tote it with me. I want to get used to toting it a little bit. Might be doing a lot of it. Okay, it has come up and I'm over a little bit, but I can live with it. This is gonna be a brush gun. This is open sights. This is, so right here, so we brought it up 2 inches, and for me that's good enough with a 170 grain bullet. Because now when I shoot the 150s, in my mind, it's going to be a little higher because it's a lighter bullet, it's not falling. At 50 yards, I don't know how far it's falling, but now I know this is like a 150-yard gun for the most part. I don't have a lot of 30-30 experience, I'm sad to say. I've never owned one. But now I'm fixing to gain that experience. So y'all stick with me. We fixing to do running some dogs. It wouldn't nothing tickle me more than to shoot something this afternoon with it. Even if it's old slick-head nanny. It'll be exciting. And I don't know how much footage I can get of something like this, but it'd be fun to listen to the dogs run. See, y'all come on, we fixing to go do some deer hunting. Y'all, now you gonna have to cut me some slack on this. Two problems. We're down here on my uncle's land, where I grew up squirrel hunting. When my grandpa was alive, this is where me and my dad come. And things has changed a lot, and that was 30-something years ago. So I don't know where what is. All I know is they told me there's a road goes around over here, and they're gonna drop dogs over yonder. The next thing is I have been dog hunting one other time in my life. So, don't mean I don't know anything about it. I just ain't never had no dogs or been a part of where they do that. So, we fixing to get out here, and it looks like there's a bunch of flooded water and a branch that's running. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, or this morning actually, when the storms come through, and you can see behind me there's water running everywhere. You see all back there in that road, see there's a branch that runs through there. Now we at the backside of some chicken houses, so whenever the dogs get cut loose, they'll text me, tell me they're running them. And so, y'all, I am as tickled as I can be to have this old rifle. We was talking about it, me and my dad, on the way down here. This rifle has probably not been on a deer hunt. It's been 30-something years. Because my dad bought a 243, was probably the second rifle he ever bought, and then I killed my first deer with that 243. We was hunting with it when I was 7, 8 years old. So he hunted with this when I was like 4, 5, and 6 years old at best. And then it's been retired ever since then. Has just been out and been shot a time or two, has not been on deer hunt. So we bring an old boy out of retirement. Ain't that exciting? So anyway, we out here, they got a shooting stand out there. There's another field. This is basically a strip of woods that runs through an area down this branch. And there is a culvert right here. Look at him. So anyway, I'm gonna cut the camera off and quit yapping. Y'all know I like to talk. When we get the sound of some dogs running, we're gonna turn the camera on, let y'all hear some dogs running. We may not see a thing, but we're gonna have a good time anyway. Let me wade through this hole right here. Make sure I didn't get my feet wet. Y'all, it's pretty out here. I did want to say I apologize. I know the wind is like crazy. I'm doing a lot of filming with my iPhone because it's handy. It don't take a lot of setup, and I can do a lot more filming when I just use it. So if y'all will bear with me, I promise y'all I'll try to get a mic before long, because we fixing to really get into the windy part of the year in the spring. I'm watching these limbs up here. I hear them popping. Keep an eye on them widowmakers when the wind's like this. I'll try to get a mic that'll hook to this iPhone so we can do something. Because I know that last video I edited, there was some spots where we were putting out traps and the wind was terrible. So bear with me. I'll try to get it better here in the future. That gum, y'all, I walked right by this, didn't even see it. Look at that. There's one around here somewhere, or has passed through anyway. Y'all, I hear dogs barking. I don't know if y'all can hear it. There's a road not far back that way. You hear vehicles running up and down it, I'm sure. There's dogs back this way. Your dog right here, y'all. All right, I see something. You hear him? I know y'all can't hear nothing from me in Highland. Y'all, the dogs done come inside. We ain't seen things. We ain't seen nothing. If they running deer, we dropped the ball, boys. Well, y'all, we didn't get no deer, but we did ride up the road there and turn the dogs around, and I never did see a deer. I don't know. And then we got up at one place, seen the dogs cross a dirt road. They was crossing it when we got there, and then went on up to another paved road, and they got almost up to it and turned and started back the other way, and we come on to the house. We left it with them. They'll be the rest of the night looking for them dogs. But anyway, I was gonna wipe this rifle off. So anyway, I need to unload it, and I ain't. Oh yeah. So I popped the one shell out, didn't let it rechamber another one. You see, there's not one in the barrel, so it is in the. So I'm gonna put this one back in the. That way, there ain't one in the barrel. Another rifle I didn't give y'all a real good look at, and I have killed several deer with this 45-70. Now, y'all, I am a fan of a 45-70. Big old round, and these has been in this. I've made this shell holder stick on the side because I'm left-handed, and I can grab one and pop it out, and this little thing here, and it light little gun. Now, I'm gonna tell you about this 45-70. This gun is light, short. This is a 300 grain bullet that I loaded. I had some, I think 400 grains, 405 grains maybe. And with smokeless powder, it'd stomp your head. I could shoot it, but now I was sighting this thing in. We had a scope on it one time, and we never could keep a scope sighted in. And we had a decent scope. Now, don't jump on me saying I had too cheap a scope. I had two different ones, and one was a Nikon. And then if I'm not mistaken, I had a Leopold on here. And we ain't talking about $200 scope. We talking about at least $500 now. I've got a couple of scopes in yonder that's $1,200, $1,300 scopes. It wasn't one of them, but I could keep them set because it kicked so hard, this light gun. And I prefer open sights, fooling around in the canoe and all anyway, so I just went off, and I've got that Buffalo Classic. So when I'm riding in the canoe a lot of times, before I really got into the muzzle loading and black powder, I was using this gun a lot, and I have killed several deer, and I throw up and shoot. I have shot this one right here one-handed, but now obviously these guns, you know, you can buy just a different barrel and pop the stock off, pull the pin. You put a whole new barrel and setup on this rifle. And y'all, these are comfortable. I'm not a fan of how thick this is right here, but after I got to shooting it and got used to it, I kind of like it. If I was building this, I would take a rasp and I would thin this right in here down. I'm okay with it thick up here, but right in here would taper down some. But anyway, I got these two guns, so you'll see them. I have loaded some black powder 45-70 shells that I shoot in a Buffalo Classic. I have not shot them through this gun. Now, these are not black powder. These, if I'm not mistaken, they're hollow points. I loaded them, but they're smokeless powder. So anyway, next little bit of hunting we do, I don't know, and hunting season is winding down fast on us. I want to take my flintlock and go do some squirrel and rabbit hunting. So I know after deer season completely shuts down, we're going to do a good bit of that. The reason I ain't done no whole lot of hunting right now, the swamp is flooded. So we really can't get the canoe in there to travel a whole lot. And, or you can travel. There ain't nowhere to go. In other words, the deer are there, but you can't, if you just sitting in a canoe and the water's swift, you're steadily fighting it. And I wanted to do some duck hunting. Somebody asked me the other day, do I duck hunt? A little. I buy duck stamps every year, and I could probably buy more ducks with what money I spend and what I kill. Not no huge duck hunter, but I do shoot some when I'm down there out of the canoe and I'm squirrel hunting. I'll shoot a few. So we may do that one day. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. The main thing today was starring that old rifle. It's a beautiful old rifle. I like them things, and I hadn't shot that in a whole lot, so we'll probably have it out shooting it some more before too awful long. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.